What is up, YouTube? And today I'm going to be going over a couple of things, a bunch of figures I've recently got. I've gotten, let's just say, like, on a craze, I guess. But yeah, I bought a lot of figures that are popping pretty much right now, like they're going crazy. And also some figures that a couple of months ago, if you would have asked me if I would have spent that much on a figure, I would have told you hell no. But trust me, bro, after seeing this figure, you know, I just had to. I couldn't wait any longer. So I'm gonna go in order of least to most favorite, I guess you could say, even though I bought all of them because I liked them, obviously. So I guess we'll start off with, let's do this one right here, which, talk about an underwhelming figure. I'll go over him first. We have the comic book Ant-Man figure right here. And yeah, that figure, I really just got him to like complete my original Avengers. He's pretty lame though, I'm not gonna lie. He has barely any accessories, and it's just a reuse as well. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the Pizza Spidey or the Bucky cap. I think it is just Pizza Spidey though. So I'm gonna take him off the rotating piece real quick. Turn that off. Yeah, so here he is. You guys can see the helmet sculpt is pretty nice. He is a pretty nice sculpted figure, but what we have new here, it's pretty boring, if that makes sense. Like, it is just a boring figure. It's really just one you'll get to like complete your Avengers, you know what I mean? Like, no one wants this version of Ant-Man when, I don't know, I guess I do want this version of Ant-Man because I don't really like the MCU suit, but it just, the proportions look weird to me. Maybe it's because the legs are like bending in, if you guys can see what I'm saying. Like, the legs bend in a little bit, but the colors are really nice. I like everything about this figure. The paint is really nice. It's just, it's reuse, which bothers me. Like, I would have liked to see maybe the sculpt on the logo. For a character like Ant-Man, you would think they would start going, you know, all out since he is in the MCU and he's becoming a mainstay character. But his only other accessory are these fisted hands right here. So, yeah, articulation is just pretty basic, you know. Leg comes up to here. Can come back. Oh, shit. Can come back that much. Pretty sure, yeah, you can touch his butt. Kicks out that side that much. Arm goes up. Butterfly joint. And that much. Like there. But, yeah. The head sculpt is really where they sell you, man. This head sculpt looks really nice. Let me see if I can focus. Yeah, it's a really nice head sculpt right here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But, yeah, he's probably my least favorite, and I still do really enjoy this figure, don't get me wrong. He's just not up to par with the rest of these. Next up, I got the Chod Wave, or Chode Wave, whatever you want to call it, Cyclops. So let me put on the rotating base right quick. Yeah, he's another figure that, I'm sorry, I really just got him just because, you know, I never had a Cyclops figure before. And I also just really liked the sculpt he's on. Yes, this is reuse, but it's a good reuse, do you know what I mean? Like, it's on the Vulcan body, which is probably one of the best Marvel Legends bodies right now. If not the best Marvel Legends body right now. They had put Black Panther on there, and actually, you know, Vulcan, obviously, on that body, but it is retooled. There is new sculpt on it, which makes it really cool figure, you know what I mean? The effect coming out is also really nice, and the figure overall is just really well sculpted. Like, if you're gonna make a reused figure, you know, do it right, and I feel like they did that with the Cyclops figure. The rest of these figures are gonna be great, by the way. Now, there's not one here that I would say, oh, that's a bad figure. Besides, objectively, the Ant-Man figure. Like, I could sit here and say that Ant-Man was great, blah, 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 it gets the job done. But yeah, it literally just does that. It just gets the job done. There's nothing new about it. So I would say don't buy him at $25, the Ant-Man. Wait for a clearance. Don't be like me. And it is a Target exclusive, which, I don't know. I don't really like buying at Target anymore after what just came out recently. I just don't agree with what they're doing, so yeah. Anyways, let's get him off the base right quick, and let's go over the figure. So, a really nice head sculpt here. You guys can see all these golden lines are sculpted. If I could focus in. Yeah, all the golden lines are sculpted in right here. Same with the ones on the arms, and that goes all the way down to his legs. And there is some on the back as well. Really, really nice work, and it is all there. It doesn't hinder articulation at all. And talking about articulation, you got that great Vulcan articulation. But once again, he lacks in accessories. You know, for a Cyclops figure, you would want a head with maybe the beam coming out, but you don't. Instead, what you get are those hands I showed before, which is like the pointing hand and then the rested open hand. And then the Marvel Legends signature, you know, it's not a superhero if they don't have fisted hands. Woo! Yeah, just lame in accessories. Like, honestly, and I'm gonna do a review on the Jada Toys Ryu, or Ryu, whatever you want to call him. I am gonna do a review on him later. That figure cost me, well, it cost me $35 because it's sold out, but it normally costs $25. And the amount of accessories that come with that figure are insane. Like, Marvel Legends, Hasbro should really be learning. But yeah, this is a really great figure. I would just say again, like, don't get me wrong, this figure is everything it has to be. It is everything it has to, like, it does everything it has to do. And this is the Cyclops I like looking at. Oh, and before you guys say anything, I don't like going based off the comics in terms of teams. I just buy the costume I think looks the coolest. Unless it's Iron Man or Spider-Man, I'll buy all of them. But yeah, this is probably my favorite Cyclops costume from the comics. This one or the animated series one. But yeah, that's a pretty cool figure. Next up we have the Marvel Legends Across the Spider-Verse 2099. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard it everywhere. The sculpt on this figure is phenomenal. It's beautiful looking, but there's also a lot of stuff where it's like, what the hell, Hasbro? What were you thinking? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna let it spin for a little bit while I talk here. I'm hyped as hell for this movie, and that's probably the only reason I bought this figure. But let me move the phone back a little bit. He's a really big guy, by the way. I lost my tripod, so I have my phone sandwiched between two water bottles right now. That looks good. So yeah, I'm really hyped for this movie. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love the design for 2099. I don't really care about people complaining about the cartoony proportions, because me personally, I like it a lot more than the one they had in the post-credit scene for Into the Spider-Verse. I mean, yeah, it was cool, but it was just what we've seen before, and I kind of wanted something new, you know? And that's exactly what this is. But if we take him off the base here, you'll see, or I'm gonna put him back on the base here. You guys will see that if you try and get him onto any Spider-Man pose, he's just gonna fall over. Like, for example, not even a Spider-Man pose, like a maybe just a running pose or something like that. He's just gonna fall over, and you'll see that right now. Like, you can barely stand this dude. Even if I try to stand on the floor here, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of finicking you have to do. And then there's also that cape, dude. That cape is so annoying. So yeah, like, that brings this figure down a bunch. Like, it would have been a lot cooler if it didn't have that. And then, like I said, I was praising the sculpt earlier, but the sculpt stops in certain points, and it's just weird. And then the back, like, the back is just really messed up because of this cape. Like, there's not really much you can do in terms of articulation because of that cape. And the articulation on the head really sucks, dude. It really, really, really sucks. I don't know why they didn't just add a dumbbell joint here. But, and then another thing I saw Kit Bash Customs talk about was that this is an all new sculpt, and they didn't give it butterfly joints. It's a Spider-Man figure. Why aren't we doing that? And then also, this is a new character, you know what I mean? Why didn't we get an unmasked head for Miguel? I don't know, bro. And I'm gonna get Spider-Punk. I'm just really annoyed that they don't give us a Hobby Brown head sculpt. Would have been really cool. But yeah, other than that, this figure comes with one fisted hand, one open hand, and then the alternate for each as well. Not really much to say. I really wish it came with a Miguel head sculpt. I'm probably gonna have to order one third party or buy the SHF, which I'm probably gonna buy the SHF. But yeah, guys, that's it for that figure. I would really just say wait for it to go on sale. And then next up we have a figure that I wanted to like a lot more than I actually do, because he's probably one of my favorite versions of Iron Man, but for some reason I really don't know what was wrong with this figure. And that is the Extremis Iron Man. A lot of people are gonna hate me because a lot of people love this figure, but man, I really tried to love it. I tried to, but I still find a lot of problems with it in terms of the articulation. I'm sorry if you guys can see that water bottle. Yeah, in terms of the articulation, I really wish that it had butterfly joints. I know it's an Iron Man figure, but just imagine this had butterfly joints, man. It is a really good sculpt. It's beautiful looking, don't get me wrong. I would have liked a little bit of a darker, more coppery red, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like a little bit shinier as well. And I don't know, man. I wish it came with an unmasked head. Maybe a scroll head would have been really nice. Just like a Tony Stark scroll head would have been nice. Or maybe just a Tony Stark head from this run. But other than that, dude, the sculpt on this figure is absolutely beautiful. Articulation is alright, and we'll get into as to why. But there's certain things where like you're moving this figure and it's alright, but I don't know. This is one of my favorite costumes, so I'm gonna have a lot of bias towards it. Move that out of the way right quick. So yeah, head can go up. 1 second. That much. You can look down. God, just keeps popping out. That's another thing. Mine's is super loose, the head. Like if you guys look at that, my head is super loose on this figure, and it's not a good thing at all. You can look down that much. Arms go up that much, and the shoulder pads do move out of the way. You can go all the way around. Leg goes up that much. He can kick back. He has double jointed knees, so that is a good thing, and double jointed elbows. Mine's had a lot of these stringy things coming off. Maybe it was just my copy of the figure, but yeah. And then he also does have double jointed elbows, which it's nice, but again, the articulation is really just hindered as a package. I don't know what it is. Butterfly joints would have really helped this figure, in my opinion, because this is one of the most agile Iron Man suits. Butterfly joints would have really helped this figure. Now, when I compare him to my favorite Iron Man figure right now, the modular Iron Man, it's just this one beats it by a landslide. The articulation on this figure is absolutely beautiful, and it's just, there's nothing like it in my opinion. I just love the red on this figure. Maybe it's because of how bright this figure is, the bulk also, but man, there's still a place in my heart for this figure. I'm definitely gonna get a scroll head for it though, to do the Secret Invasion look. And yeah, so my next figure that I would say in terms of ranking, man, it's getting really hard now because I love these last 3 figures. But if I had to pick, it's probably gonna be the Ghost Spider. We'll say Ghost Spider, yeah. So here she is, the Ghost Spider, or Spider-Gwen as people call her. She's an awesome figure, and it was really hard to pick her because she is my first Spider-Gwen. And man, this is from the Across the Spider-Verse, by the way. I absolutely love this figure, and she is a good example of a figure that should have a lot of accessories. She comes with the accessories needed. You know what I mean? She comes with her thwippers, her fisted hands. Well, actually, I have to complain about something. She comes with those 2 open hands, and then she comes with 1 fisted hand and 1 thwipping hand, which is a little weird. And then she comes with a unmasked head and a hood attachment, which this is how you'll see her outside of the package, by the way, like, or in the box, you'll see her without the mask. And I like the way they, damn. Second, guys, I'm sorry, I'm trying to put it on. There we go. Give me 1 second, guys. And if you guys follow me on TikTok, which if you're not, you should, I'll put it in the, actually I'll put it on screen right now. It's EasyTLB. Yeah, so if you guys follow me on TikTok, you'll see some pictures. I have really loved this figure, and I've loved this figure, and then the figure coming up. I almost leaked it, but yeah, I really love these figures from the Across the Spider-Verse wave. Don't get me wrong. I just really wanted to love 2099 a lot more than I do. But Gwen, bro, I bought her just to fill in the space, but I ended up absolutely enjoying this figure. This figure is an awesome figure. I love the fact that she has a bunch of accessories, for Hasbro. You know what sucks? I feel like McFarlane is pushing up, making their figures a lot better, and Hasbro is just lowering their quality in terms of accessories. Because quality-wise, these figures are awesome. You know what I mean? Like, the paint looks amazing on these. The real text for the face, even on the comic figures, looks awesome. And now on the animated figures. But they just keep going down on accessories, which is like, I'm paying $26, $35 even for some of these figures, because you guys are going to see the Gamer vs. Spider-Man in a couple weeks. And I'm over here getting a hand as an accessory. It's just ridiculous. And I wouldn't really consider hands accessories. If you consider a hand accessory, it's like, you're not really, it's not changing up the figure much, you know what I mean? Maybe, yeah, you could do a different expression, but I don't know. If I'm taking her off the base here, though, this figure is extremely lanky, but it doesn't feel fragile at all. Like, I've messed with this like crazy. The only thing that does feel a little fragile is this right here. I don't know if you guys can see. It might rip off, but you have to like try to break that, honestly. And like, dude, this figure can do a lot of things. I was gonna get the I would say, what was it? What brand is it? I think it's SH Figure Arts. I was gonna get the SHF version of Miles and Gwen, but I'm probably just gonna end up getting Miles, because my Gwen is like, she's a pretty good figure, you know what I mean? Yeah, I like the sculpt on the SHF figure where it has all those lines throughout the suit, but I also wanted this Gwen to just be a placeholder for my comic Gwen as well, and I feel like I can use that. I can use her as a comic book Gwen, you know what I mean? So yeah, awesome figure. And by the way, it's not loose, it's just it's just shaking. It's not really loose though. Awesome figure. Like, I am not at all disappointed by her. She's an amazing figure, and she almost made it to second, but she just got beat out by the, one second, let me get it ready, because I had added, and I'll explain what I added to it, Ultimates Captain America. And dude, this figure is awesome. Now, before you guys say anything, it doesn't come with that black strap right there. I added that black strap, but dude, this is my Captain America now. I absolutely love this figure. I don't know what it is. I think it's the patches on the shoulders, because it reminds me of Earth's Mightiest Captain America. Bro, I used to love those shows. Or Avengers Assemble Captain America, I'm sorry. I still love the Earth's Mightiest Heroes, but they canceled it too soon, and I grew up with Avengers Assemble. Don't hate me. I love this show. I don't care what anybody says. The show is overhated by a lot. It wasn't bad, bro. You guys are just hating to hate at this point. But, yeah. I'm going to show you guys that this figure comes with an alright amount of accessories. It comes with an amazing head sculpt. It comes with an amazing, I don't know, what was it called? Shield sculpt. I'm sorry, I lost my mind there for a second. As I look for the other accessory, I think I lost it. One second. No, here it is. So, yeah. This shield is awesome, by the way. It reminds me a lot of the anniversary. I think it's the 10-year anniversary of Marvel Legends. Dude, this shield looks awesome. It's the same size as this shield. I really wish it was this red, but it does it for me, honestly. Now, the sculpt on this figure is where it gets me, dude. This sculpt is absolutely beautiful on this figure. I've seen people complain that it doesn't have wings, but that's more on the Ultimates universe. I don't mind it. I like it more without the wings. In my opinion, it just makes the figure look a lot more sleek. And bro, you can get him to do the craziest poses, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no complaining on this Cap figure, dude. Like, man. One second, let me get him. Like, man, this figure, honestly, Marvel Legends of the Year for me. As of right now, I haven't bought in figures in a little bit until I bought these guys right here. I've been waiting because I have a lot of pre-orders in, and they're just starting to come out now. Bro, this Cap is awesome. He's gonna beat out my 20th, I think it's 20th anniversary. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. He beats out this Captain America for me. A lot of people like this one more. He beats this one out for me. I love this character, bro. I love the blue, the dark blue. The way it just contrasts with the red so well. The brown belt, it just looks a lot more... Oh. My water bottle leak. It just looks a lot more, like, tactical to me. And now I have this Cap in a goofy pose, so it's not doing it justice. Give me 1 second, let me fix him. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I just love this Captain America. This cap reminds me a lot more of a superhero squad show. I know it's just classic cap, but man, this cap is what I envision in my head as the Avengers Captain America, the leader, the bulkiness of this cap, bro. I just love it, man. I just love it. But now for my number one spot. Oh wait, I forgot to show the accessories. I'm sorry. He has an angry head, really cool, and then a shield throwing hand and another fisted hand. But yeah, awesome accessories. Whatever, we're gonna speed through the accessories because man, I have to show you guys probably the greatest figure of the year, the greatest figure of the decade, the greatest figure ever created for film. Nah, that's cap. There's a lot of good figures out there, but one of the greatest figures in my collection, the SH Figure Arts. If I could pose, if I could stand, I'm sorry. The SHF Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Bro, the sculpting on this figure is absolutely beautiful. And the Tobey head, the Tobey unmasked head, bro. This figure comes with a shit ton of accessories, a nice box. By the way, that's me clapping, okay? It's a beautiful figure, man. It's a beautiful figure. And if we take a closer look at the accessories here, I'm not gonna open it because I always open this clamshell. He's got a bunch of hands, 2 beautiful head sculpts, a mask grabbing hand, and a bunch of web accessories. I'm gonna throw up a bunch of videos I've made at the end here on this figure specifically. But man, bro, and this figure's free riz, bro. This figure is free riz. Like, I brought him to school to pose him because on the last week of school I was bored, and dude, free riz. Now, I won't lie, I have had him for a little bit, so I have been messing around with him, and the leg got really loose really quick. Like, I don't know if you guys see that. Like, that is wild, I'm not gonna lie. It is a $90 figure, so that is a little crazy. It does bother me, but it doesn't bother me when posing. Like, it doesn't really get in the way of poses, so it's not too bad. But again, it is a little quality control issue. And yeah, I could have waited for the 3-pack because I have it pre-ordered. But I don't know if Hasbro's gonna do the head sculpt as well, if Hasbro's even gonna do the head sculpts for Tobey. I know for sure no one's doing Andrew, which that's dumb. And I'm ordering the Tom Black and Gold SHF because I want that Tom head sculpt. Or, I don't know, I'm debating right now what I want to do, but I am for sure going to get SHF Spider-Man No Way Home figures for each figure, because each character, because one of my favorite movies, and I love this suit. Now, a little bit of a controversial take. My favorite Spider-Man is Tom Holland. I love Tom Holland Spider-Man, and a lot of you guys are like, oh, why don't you just buy Tom Holland first then? It's because I don't have this suit at all, and I've always wanted a Raimi suit. And when this figure first came out, it shot up to $300 at one point, and I was so sad I didn't pre-order it. And then I saw it back re-release on Amazon, instantly went and grabbed it. I don't know if it's still there, it probably is, but man, I absolutely love this figure, man. I'm so happy I have him. And like, I don't know, guys. Definitely my favorite figure I picked up so far. And in terms of Marvel Legends, my favorite Marvel Legend right now is definitely this Captain America. This Captain America is a beautiful figure. But yeah, let me get you guys a little shot right here. Yeah, you guys will see that he does have a problem standing on these bases because it's moving. But like, man, there's like no denying it that everyone should have an extremely posable Spider-Man. Like, dude. Like, one second. That's Iron Man, not Spider-Man, but still. Like, bro, this figure's awesome, and no one can change my mind. Alright, guys, anyways, that was it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see, and if you guys enjoyed this video. I know I disappeared for a long time. I don't even have an excuse for that. I guess I would just say I just got tired. I watched the Mario movie. It was a 10 out of 10 movie. I had recorded a bunch of videos after the Mario video, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got demotivated when the Mario video didn't even crack 50 views. Do you know what I mean? And I know that's not a healthy way of thinking about YouTube, because you really won't go up, but But then again, it is kind of hard to see, you know, like, hey, I got a bunch of hours recorded of content and no one likes the first one. Why is it even worth editing it? You know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know. This video might not crack many views because these figures are a little old. I'll try and keep pushing forward. I really do want to make YouTube my full thing, but I'm definitely gonna start another type of video format. I'm gonna make a channel called Zeke Films, where it's just my passion, which is TV, you know, cameras and all of that. And hopefully you guys enjoy that. I am still gonna be posting a lot on the Lego Boy or the Lego Bot channel. For you guys who remember Lego Boy, I still love that name, but I had to change it because I'm no longer a boy. I'm no longer a boy. I'm a man now. I'm a man. But yeah, I'm a little old for being called boy, but still, I hope you guys stay along with me and forgive me for my absence. I hope this video blows up. Please, please, please repost, show your friends, because I really do want to do this after high school, man. It's my dream. It's what I know. A lot of kids say that it's their dream, blah, 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 but this really is my dream. It's something I've always wanted to do. And I love collecting, man. It's my hobby, but it's also a passion, you know? And yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already. And remember to have a fantastic day. Peace.